Dunk.
Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, Infeo here with my summoning druid who's also a wolf. I got the idea for this from this eagle horn that I slammed for 6 sockets, and I was like, oh wow, instead of doing an Amazon strafe and decoys and stuff like that, and then just me having loads of ravens out, which I have done previously, I decided, how can I make this work for a druid? And so what I did is I synergized the ravens that came out of it, and I thought, well, how do I proc them fast? And it's like, well, a wolf, it's pretty fast, right? The general lean of things is I've got a lot of plus skills gear, so 2 to druid, 2 to shapeshifting, 2 to skills, etc. I only got 1 skiller, and I had to have a mix of damage, charms, and resistance and things as well. I've got a couple of little damages and things. I only got away with a torch. Truth be told, a lot of my problem in PD2 is I get excited about things, with items and making a build that I don't necessarily have the wealth first. So yeah, let's go through the gear anyway. So, like I said, this procs ravens like crazy, especially with strafe, like I said, with a summoning Amazon. It's not too bad with the wolf druid. It's a little inconsistent. 1 minute you've got loads of ravens, next minute you've got none. And because my damage is obviously predominantly physical with a bit of cold, not having that cold when you need it is sometimes annoying. But anyway, that's the score there. Enough shales and that to make it incredibly fast. I believe I'm 4 frames. Spirit Keeper, so that you can have the Heart of Wolverine, so you can actually get the AR to hit things, as well as a Heart of the Oak to keep the life up, for you and your minions and things. So I've got a amulet here. Again, could be way better in the gear slots. I did have a better Spirit Keeper, but it bricked, sadly. So again, try and aim for 3 sockets or +1 skills or whatever. Again, 2 to druid skills, +1 slam, faster hit recovery, and resistances and life and things. Yeah. Because you're using a bow, you get to have a shield in the form of, a quiver. So I went for sort of shield type stats, so having the all res is important, but you do get to have some damage mods and things, so deadly strike to help with your low physical damage, enhanced damage, minimum damage slam there brings the damage range in tighter, which is pretty cool. Again, you can get way better arrows than this. The increased attack speed's a waste because you're a wolf. So yeah, getting those really high damage rolls on there, deadly strike, crushing blow, even things like that. So things that an Amazon wouldn't look for as a quiver. So you might find one cheaper for trade, or just find one yourself. So yeah, Arcane's Valor. I got screwed on the puzzle box there. It gave me 1 socket, which was infuriating because increased maximum life isn't a bad slam, really. I mean, obviously you want to shoot for +1 skills or a buttload of sockets or whatever. But I didn't think this was too bad. It did the job. I really wish that I got, a bunch of sockets to fill it with runes, and I could concentrate on damage down here more instead of having to have all res charms and things. But it's okay. Big resistance boots. Again, I'm in the way there a little bit, so we'll pull them over. Big resistance boots to help out with, again, not having a shield, or not having very good gear in my case. Faster run walk to hoon around. I do have a teleport staff for those situations that you're just too lazy and want to teleport, but combined with the Mercenary's vigor and some faster run walk and being a wolf, you get around pretty quick. A Raven Frost for cannot be frozen. Life Slam is, again, not terrible. Life's good. Verdungos, not a bad Verdungos, but a rubbish slam. Cold res, whatever. Resistance Ring, because again, like I said, I was very much lacking in resistances, so this just helps me. Bit of life leech, bit of max damage, but mostly using it for the reses to help me out. And then one of the important parts here is either Hand of Brock, or Blood Fists, or Steel Rend over Gauntlets. So you get the melee attack steel splash damage, because you don't obviously get that on a bow. So in my case, I had Man Up a Kill, to keep my mana up, Hand of Brocs, and I thought, these are decent enough. So I kept them as such. Got to use them from level 5, which is why I never upgraded them in any way or anything. I was like, just keep them for early doors, maybe use them on other characters. So yeah, that does that job. I have a flesh render for buff up my shape-shifting and such, and on Switch I have Athena's Wrath so that I can buff up my summons, just purely for that reason. Yeah, like I said, I have a torch and one shape-shifting skiller, but the rest of it is a bit trash. You know, you could get way better charms. You're looking for life and faster hit recovery and damage, you know, things like these. 3 maxes and, you know, with AR and then hopefully a second mod, if you're luckier than me. My Mercenary, she has Witchwild String, so I get some amp to help with my physical. She has increased attack speed type gear, so she's got Steel Skull is a great thing to have, I think, on a Mercenary, because they get a bit of leech, bit of attack speed, and fast hit recovery. And I stuck a Shale in for extra. She has an old set of arrows that I didn't end up using. Twitch Throw, again, increased attack speed, fast hit recovery, things like that. She has Open Wounds belt to help out with bosses. She has Hellmouth to up her fiery arrows, just for some procs for the memes. With Pierce Slam, they're pretty decent with the Pierce Slam. I would have put these on a fire Amazon, but I made the Amazon into a fuzzy dodger instead. That video to come. And treads for Pierce. So yeah, she's got 91% Pierce, which is more than enough. So yeah, she does the job. She gets the speed out, she gets the amp out, you know, pretty fast. I say I've got a couple of shales in there to get the speed out so that she procs amp fast enough. So skills, in the elemental tree there's nothing. I've got Arctic Blast because of my hat. So I don't use it, so don't worry about that. So nothing in the elemental tree. Shapeshifting, I've maxed Lycanthropy and Werewolf, and then I put 1 point Feral Rage, 1 in Rabies to get to Fury. So I have Feral Rage and Fury going on, so I can run around fast with Feral Rage, and I can proc the Ravens fast with Fury. And then in the summoning tree, it's only 1 point in Raven just to get down to the rest. So max Bear, max Direwolf, and then eventually max Summon Spirit Wolf because I'm only level 85. 1 point in all the Vines because they're just absolutely pimp powerful now because they don't get hit. Same with the Spirits as well. 1 point Wolverine, 1 point Oak Sage because again they don't get hit. It's just enough for me to get a bit of AR and a bit of extra life. And then these guys are my technically main damage here now for being summons. So we're all just sort of lending a bit to each other. We'll do a bit of just show you what it's like to do stuff. So what I would do is, see, we let the Mercenary, even though they're immune to fire, she's kicking some cheeks there. You know, see, she's got decent, you know, with the magic arrows that pop out and that. See, she's doing all right, apart from the fact that she's dying. Okay then, chat. So the rotation would be, what I would do, I mean, again, if you can afford, oh geez, hold on, this is just silly. Baguette. We'll go somewhere safer to do this, just to show you what the score is. So yeah, we switch out to Athena's Wrath there, and then we do all of this. So we'll summon a Grizzly, and we'll summon another Grizzly. Oh yeah, and then we'll cast Solar Creeper, so we get our mana back. We get all the Dire Wolves out, which is 3. I forgot about that. I've not played this in a while. So we got Heart of Wolverine and a Carrion Vine. Then we'll bosh out the Spirit Wolves. And then the Oak Sage. And Poison Creeper just for the memes, why not? And then we will quickly switch out the Flesh Render. And then we'll turn into a wolf with those extra skills from that. Pop that back in. Switch back. And here we are. So as you can see, we have pitiful physical damage in the form of that for Fury and, Feral Rage and Fury. But we have really decent AR. So we've got big chances to hit things, especially with Fury, 21k. It's pretty nuts, right? So now we can go back to Act 5 and get our revenge. Actually, that was silly, chat, because now I have to do that again. That is one thing that's a bit silly. But as you can see, my army just ran in and destroyed everything there, which is cool. We're going to run in, quickly smack everything down. And as you can see, I've only procced 1 Raven so far, yeah? But we have this ridiculous, you know, I'm running super fast. You know, we can get right in there. Everything's tanking. See, he went down pretty quickly, even with my not so brilliant damage. You know, it's the same principle as a wolf. Keep yourself topped up feral rage-wise. You know, every so often, make sure the timer's still up. And then just run around absolutely smacking things. And as you can see, there's now 3 ravens up. Again, it's not a lot. But I tend to find the ravens come in when they really need to be. So against trash mobs, all of this is just, you know, just charging in and doing the business, you know. And then I just run in, get a bit of feral rage, and then it's like, okay. Against a boss, however, because you're static against a single target and just keep repeatedly smacking, because a lot of this stuff just goes down, as you can see, pretty much quick. And then like, oh, see, no, I've got no ravens now. Yeah. But if I was to go all the way to Bale, which I'm not going to for the purposes of this video, and just be constantly smacking, yeah, as you can see, that's pretty damn fast, right? It's, obviously there's no frames for this because it's wolf form and things, but obviously the PD devs are great and they'll get to that. So yeah, the ravens will max out, and they'll max out pretty hard, and the amount of damage they do is mental. I wish I had a video example of my a couple of seasons back when Eagle Horn's changes came in. I made a summons on with this, and she just wrecked everything because you had that additional cold damage because the ravens deal 500 cold damage each, and then you get like, you know, 8 of them from this, and obviously they're level 28. You know, they've got their own damage included. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's a very fun build. You just run around memeing, and it's pretty strong, even with what seems to be quite weak damage here. All of your minions are synergized. The ravens are synergized. You know, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's my Raven Proc fun wolf, for want of a better name. So yeah, thanks for watching.